Welcome to PBS's Dr. 13's Science Discovery. Today's episode is called Testosterone, and we're going to talk about all the different types of testosterone there are. And we're going to talk about all the different types of males there are who have the testosterone. There's only one kind of male. It's male. A female isn't a male. In case you didn't know that. Maybe this is an introduction for a little bit for people, younger audience. I guess there's two types of beings on this planet. There's male and there's female. Period. There's male cats and dogs. There's male ducks and sheep and geese, etc. There's humans. There's male and there's female. One is a male. One is a female. Always. They can't change. So, anyway. That's not the subject of this. We're not going to be political or preachy tonight. We're going to talk about testosterone. And we're going to talk about the effects of certain words on your testosterone level. Okay, we're going to start out with my friend over here, who he's not going to use his name because he doesn't like PBS. He wouldn't want them to be put on PBS, and that's his bag, whatever. But he's a good guy. But anyway, I'm going to ask him a question, and then instead of I got an earphone, and he's telling me his answer, and I'm going to tell you what his answer is to the question. Okay. Anyway, so it's kind of like a phone thing, but you can't hear what he's saying because he don't want you to know who he is. I mean, it's not like he's the man or anything like that. He doesn't, But anyway. So, animals are broken down into sexes, male and female, like I said earlier. And the male of the species predominantly has a higher level of testosterone for various reasons, because the effects of testosterone on the body, right? Okay, now they fluctuate, and they're also every species has a different level of height and low levels by environment, of course, because you have to adapt, because this machine body we have, it adapts. Okay, so I was talking to right here, him, and I asked him these words. I said, read these words and tell me what you think of them. Getting funky on the bass. But what I did was I sent him a picture of something in the thing, and so he heard it. As soon as he heard those words, he saw the picture. And I was just wondering what his take of it was, right? And so I was like, he said, that all depends who's paying, okay? So, anyway, I sent him a link to a song, and he said that was the 100,000% vibe that the picture brought to him whenever he saw it. So anyway, when I was talking directly about testosterone levels, they're affected by it like everything else, frequencies. So you can manipulate, with a bass. You can manipulate with a bass. Hello, ladies. How's it doing? Now see, look closer. I got it. And the lower the bass, and this is pre-treated voice bass, right? So. And slowly, as the beat picks up, and listen solidly. Now, if you're male and you're hearing this beat, it's making your testosterone level go boing, pow, wow. Now, if you're a woman, it affects you a little differently, depending on the woman. When you can manipulate the frequencies to just the right point, you can can really control like a response, you know. Because like if you're going to get a negative response, it's always going to be a negative response. You understand? I mean, unless you can find something that will just drastically just change it, right? If it's no, and it's conditional, so that's what I'm talking about. So it kind of lessens the blow. You understand? So you just start bumping these vibes like this, and next thing you understand? For the one or two people that are listening right now, um, you understand this, okay? Because we all know that nobody watches PBS. It's all just a front for the government anyway, right? Nobody ever watches it. Name me the top three PBS shows, right? Okay. Anyway, but as this beat is kicking, you can understand. Okay, what you do is you save this, and then when the time is right, when you save it first, you upload it to a cloud account. Make sure you try to use at least 3 different ones if you can. Okay. Anyway, wait a minute. Okay. So if you're hearing this now, then it was nothing. Oh yeah, don't forget the pro tip. If you're still listening, if the CIA, if they ever come to take you out, you won't. No, obviously nobody will know because they're supposedly, they can't operate on U.S. soil. So if they come take you out, you're not going to be looking for badges and, you know, pistols and stuff out. They're going to come in and kill you like somebody just broke in your house and killed you, And since they are related to the government, they go up the chain and then other people move over and it goes down the chain and you get killed and nobody does anything about it because, the government did it. So, and even if they can prove it, they can't prove it because, it's the government. So anyway, but so when the time is right, just drop this, this whole thing or hit this part, and you know, now that I have how many more minutes? Okay, well I'm about to hit cut tape status, so I guess I'll see you. Well, possibly, if this goes over. If you're hearing this right now, then you're going to see the next episode. If not, well then, there will be no next episode. So yeah, Shikasta. Cut tape.